Well, hello and welcome everybody. Randy Replay bleh. Well, you know the deal. Randy Replay bleh. Excuse me, Randy Replay back at it again. Back on live commentary. We are here at FedEx Field, where it is the worst playing surface to play on, and it is the worst stadium to call a game from the press box. Randy Replay out of oh my gosh, COVID isolation, we're just going to say that, and back out in the field. We are here in Washington, where the 4-3 Minnesota Vikings, or your 4-3 Minnesota Vikings, are going up against the 4-4 Washington Commanders on probably one of the oldest, crappiest stadiums in the NFL. I will not have a good view of the field, and I'll probably get rained down with dookie water, but we'll see. Going through the injury report like we always do prior here to kick off, we look at the Vikings. You know it. You've seen it before. Jalen Naylor, 2 more weeks with that dislocated ankle. Lewis Seen, broken collarbone, out 3 more weeks. We go to the Commanders. Going the wrong way here. We go to the Commanders, and must be nice. No injuries to speak of on that side of the field. Kickoff right around the corner. Scary Terry and Taylor Heineke will host the Minnesota Vikings today, looking to get another win off of that big win against Carolina last week. Kickoff and hold their division lead in the NFC North. Kickoff, there we go, is next. And hello and welcome back, everybody. Randy Replay, good to be back out in the field off of COVID isolation or restrictions, whatever you want to call it. And we have the Minnesota Vikings and Washington Commanders, Scary Terry and company, in the doo-doo field of FedEx variety. The Minnesota Vikings coming into play today, 4-3 winners of their last one after the bye week, the fan appreciation week going well for the Vikings, and looking to stay above 500, while the Commanders are looking to get above 500. And there's going to be a big battle here today. This offensive line not doing very good, and they're going to have a big test with this Washington front. Very important to get Dalvin Cook cooking early. As you see Kirk Cousins going over final preparations, we are pretty good offense. 24 touchdowns, 3,162 yards between the two quarterbacks. And JJ having a hell of a return game last week, looking to really rely on him and Dalvin here today. Kickoff up next. As you see the returner pacing. Vikings have won the toss. They have elected to defer to the second half, so the Washington Commanders will get the ball first. And we are just about ready to get cooking here. And kablooey. Underway. Returnable kick, a rarity for Minnesota Vikings football. And it will only be returned up to the 23. And Dantzler will pull out the LeBron James step up. And it's a good little return there. Here comes Taylor Heineke, the aforementioned quarterback of the Washington Commanders. 2,500 yards, 22 touchdowns, 7 picks. Yeah, I'll probably be on after this, like 9. Yeah. It's all central. And there we go. So the Commanders, the showing run here, starting off in a bunch formation to the right. Gibson behind Heineke. It is a run. And it'll be quickly brought down. Little 6-yard gainer. Antonio Gibson last week, 21 carries, 80 yards, and a touchdown, giving him his 7th on the season. Oh boy. So for Minnesota defensively, the sacks came in bunches last week. DJ Wanham finally getting back there to, as a pass to Scary Terry across the middle is complete. Finally got back there to Call of Duty Kyler Murray. Didn't matter. They took the L, but good to see this pass rush finally getting back to the backfield here. So Minnesota will play press. Heineke in the gun, Gibson to his right. Gets the snap, throws over the middle, caught again. Scary Terror right over Carlton Davis. Throws to the left, rather. And Carlton's got to make a move on that ball. Looked like he could have picked it off. Either way, Minnesota, another first down defensively faced. We kind of changed the play defensively. Heineke gets the snap, faces a pressure, and he does not fold, and he completes it across the middle. And another first down. Oh, boy. Guys right in his face. Doesn't matter. Minnesota's having some struggles here defensively. Starting in this one. Motion player, left to right. Staying in the single back. It is a give to Gibson. He'll be brought down by Harrison Phillips after a gain of 3. Gives him 9 on the day. Minnesota staying in this press coverage a lot today so far. Heineke looks middle, throws, big completion down to the 6. I almost said 5. He almost made it. There's another big gainer for this Washington team. This time going to Josh Dotson across the middle. That's this vulnerable spot in this defense. Nobody is playing the middle of the field. Another bunch formation, this time to the left. Heineke, Gibson behind him in the single back. Heineke gets the snap, looks, flushed, and it's Zadarius Smith who will bring him down, gets his first sack of the game. And Minnesota also had Dalvin Tomlinson crashing down there, and it's Zadarius with the first sack for the Vikings today. I say that in confidence that there will be many, as that was a focal point in defensive drills this week. Heineke from the gun, snap corralled, throw middle caught. Oh, and Hicks will bring down Gibson with authority, and that will bring up a 3rd and goal from the 8. So a 3rd and goal from the 8. Taylor Rapp calls in to be the middle linebacker here. Heineke from the gun, Minnesota playing pass all the way. Heineke throws left, caught. Gibson kept out of the end zone. Just barely. They're down at the 1. They might go for this. And it was the aforementioned Taylor Rapp on the tackle. Wrapping them up. They're going to send out the field goal unit. This to make it 3-0 from the 1. 18-yard attempt. Kick is away. It's good. Right down Broadway. So the Commanders will run down the field, but Minnesota holds them to 3. That will be your score with 10:46 left to go in the first quarter. So Minnesota getting an opportunity here. The left foot, rare to see here. Kick is away. Patterson, last minute, lets it bounce out the back of the end zone. And now we welcome in the Minnesota Vikings offense and Kirk Cousins, who has shown flashes of greatness this year. His chemistry with JJ. The problem is he's underthrowing a lot of balls. 3,000 yards, 23 touchdowns, 21 picks. The problem is he's underthrowing a lot of balls. And we don't know what that could be. It could be because this offensive line isn't giving him the time that he needs. But either way, he's going to have a battle here today with this defensive line, rather, of the Commanders. So Kirk Cousins will start the game out in the gun. Weird snap corral. Give it to Cordero. He's going to get about 5. They're going to give him 4. I was going to say he's going to get about 5 yards first carry from scrimmage. So here we go. Cousins. Your center. Dalvin will get some of this yardage back. He gets 4. And this will bring up a 3rd and 1 now. So a 3rd and 1. Defense chance coming down from the heavens. Dalvin Cook in the backfield. That's who you want back there. That's who gets the ball. Dalvin Cook stopped for a second. He will get the first down, just barely. And he signals with the Spider-Man first down play. And that's kind of what we're talking about. This defensive line for the Commanders is so good. It's so good. Kirk will motion Thielen left to right in the formation. from the gun. Cousins, snap, corral. Set up screen to Dalvin Cook, but kind of got brought down in the process, and it will be incomplete. Cousins will try it again, 2nd and 10. Cousins, snap, corral. And he takes a sack. No pressure being withheld from that left side. It's Christian Darrisaw giving up the sack. That is nothing new. Just as he was about to let her rip, and here we go. 3rd and 18. Not a lot of plays in the playbook designed to get you this amount of yardage. Cousins, snap, corralled, throw. Almost intercepted, intended for Thielen. We're going to go back to the Randy replay drone and see. This play was intended to go to Thielen. Let's see what happens. Okay, he got crossed up with TJ Hawkinson, and that threw off the timing of the route. This would have been a 1st down. As you can see. Oof. You would think Thielen could cut over into the middle of the field. He just overthrew it. This little bump with TJ Hawkinson in number 55. I do believe that is oh gosh, Holcomb. Okay, so the little bump here just kind of threw off the timing of this route, and Thielen's late to the point of attack. So a little misfortune there for the Minnesota Vikings, and Ryan Wright into punt, his first punt of the game. Right-footed kick, kind of shanked it off his foot. The fair caught at the 30. Not really a good punt, but And Taylor Heineke will be back in the empty set. Big throw, left side, Scary Terry. He goes down 5. End zone touchdown. Oh my heavens, he just burned Carlton Davis. Scary Terry McLaurin does his dance in the end zone. I do believe that was Carlton Davis left side. Oh man. Yeah, Jalen Johnson was there. Carlton Davis just got mossed again. He's given up 4 touchdowns now. Oh boy. A shout out? Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it. So the extra point. Snap, spot, kick. It is all good. 10-0 with 8 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Cousins, gun. Pump fakes one way. Looks the other. He's got JJ. You can do it with Scary Terry. We have a JJ. And there's the first down. Big play. Left side, Justin Jefferson. I mean, he just mossed his defender, and JJ gets his first catch of the game. Down inside the 10. Excuse me. So down inside the 10. Just barely. I formation for Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, the runner, not going to get much. Get about 2 yards there. So, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Minnesota looking for the correct play to call here. Cousins from the gun, gets the snap. Throws left side for JJ. He got bumped. Oh boy. So now Minnesota faced with a 3rd and goal. They need to get it into the end zone here if they want to shot. Cousins. Gun. Snap. Throws. Incomplete. Threw it behind Cordero Patterson. Was open for a split second in this pop pick and roll play here. So there's the point right here. Kirk Cousins throws the ball just behind Cordero Patterson, who had a touchdown here. And then as you can see across the middle, Adam Thielen, who has just been a touchdown machine, had a free pass, but incomplete either way. My heavens, we got to settle for 3. So here he is, Greg Joseph. This to make it 10-3. Snap, spot, kick. It's good. Just barely. Coming in with the bear. Oh boy, 10-3 now. So 3rd and 8, Minnesota looking like they're trying to get something set. Heineke throws, caught. And I don't know how you play that any better. He just got the better of the defender. Diami Brown will score for the Commanders. And wowzers, big plays, and Cam Bynum just missed it. So Brown will score. He'll hit his dance. Whoa. Minnesota down big again. It's to make it 17-3. Snap spot kick. Angles to the right a bit, but it's good otherwise. A 3-play, 65-yard drive capped off by a Taylor Heineke touchdown. We won't discount that from him. Stay in the gun here. Weird snap is corralled. It's a throw right side. Caught. Cordero Patterson spins out of a tackle, gets out of bounds, and draws the flag. Cordero Patterson.
Personal foul. Unnecessary running.
Just like a basketball player, he will get his team 15 more yards, and Minnesota now has it at the 32. Goal attempt for Greg Joseph, left hash. Snap spot kick. It is all good. So 17-6 now. Minnesota quite literally chipping away at this lead. Oh, here we are. Heineke from the empty set. Snap corralled, looks left, runs into DJ Wadham, and it is Trayvon Diggs with the pick. Trayvon Diggs will just get it out of bounds. So Trayvon Diggs, another interception, and he is paying dividends. He is contributing. There's DJ Wadham forcing the wobbly ball, bad throw, undercut by Trayvon Diggs. He had his brother that played here, Stephon Diggs, and maybe he's channeling some of that inner Skull. Who knows? Either way, Trayvon Diggs, big gainer after the pick. Cousins from the gun gets the snap, looks and throws. Give it right back. Trying to float it over, and Holcomb, who we've talked about before, will return this for 6. Oh boy. Tried to float it over Holcomb and kind of paid the price there. Did Kirk Cousins. This to make it 24-6. Snap spot kick. It's good. 24-6. 1:31 left to go first quarter. Planned here. That'll be the end of the first quarter, actually. 2nd and 8 when we come back. Teams will flip sides. And at the end of one, it's 24-6 Washington, but Minnesota moving the ball down the field here. We'll see what happens. Minnesota switches to a press coverage. Heineke throws right side, caught out of a sack. Must be nice, and sheds a tackle, in for a touchdown. So Washington will score again. Logan Thomas this time, and Washington's kind of running away with this one. After a weak tackle, plenty here. This to make it 31-6. It's up, it's good. Kirk Cousins trying to fire up the offense. Don't know. Cousins. Play action. Rolls, fires. Caught JJ middle right side of the field. And Jonah Williams, the right tackle, will go down. So Ed Ingram will take his place. And that's not good. Ed Ingram will now play right tackle. As Dalvin Cook will get nowhere. Broken ribs for Williams. Not able to return for this game. Veridian Lowe, my apologies, will come in. Veridian Lowe will come in for this one. Cousins. Another play action. He gets throttled right away. And it's like they just can't do anything out there. They get down on this end of the field and they just can't do anything. It's 3rd and 19 now. Cousins from the empty set. Snap corral. Throws. Caught by Thielen. Up to the 14, and I mean, you got to go for it here. It doesn't matter. They're going to. 4th and 4, Minnesota. Pretty good on 4th down conversions this year. Cousins from the gun gets the snap. Throws, caught JJ, down converted. They go no huddle. So they will go no huddle. Cousins throws, caught KJ Osborne, touchdown Minnesota. So a dangerous throw, and Osborne will do his little dance. KJ Osborne. I mean, you had Adam Thielen right underneath him, wide open. You had JJ coming open, and he decides to go to KJ Osborne. I mean, it's still a touchdown. Just saying there's easier roads. Greg Joseph almost blocked, but the kick is good. 31-13. Gets the ball on the other side of the break. Heineke from the gun. Flushed right into DJ Wanham, who has really come on here this season. That's his 3rd sack in the last 3 games. DJ Wanham will bring down Taylor Heineke, and Harrison Phillips with the assist, blocking him right into the aforementioned Wanham. He has under 20 yards rushing. Cousins looks, throws, caught, touchdown, and I do believe that's Johnny Munt. Johnny Munt broke free late, and Johnny Munt will score his first touchdown in purple this season. Oh boy. So Johnny Munt will catch the 2nd touchdown thrown by Kirk Cousins, and this to make it an 11-point game. Kick is away. It's good. Angles to the left, but there you go. 12 play, 73-yard drives resulting in a touchdown. There you go. Heineke from the gun. Throws, picked. It's Jalen Johnson. And this should, for all intents and purposes, be a pick 6. He waves goodbye. Touchdown, Vikings. Jalen Johnson with the pick 6. He'll bring it back to the house. We have a 4-point game. Oh, okay. We don't get a full replay. I hate that. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And we have a 4-point game. 31-27. Coming across in bunches. Heineke throws, picked off, and there's another diving interception. Trayvon Diggs. We keep talking about it. He loves to do it. And Trayvon with another pick, his 2nd of the game. And he loves to do this. Trayvon Diggs. He loves the theatrics of the NFL. Oh my heavens. Another pick for Trayvon. Cousins from the empty set. Shotgun gets the snap. Throws middle for Thielen. He'll get a catch. They'll take a timeout north of the minute mark. Will the Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 6th catch of the game. 60 yards gone by. Cousins, weird snap corralled. Looks and throws. Caught Thielen. They take another timeout. And it's 1st and 10 now for Minnesota. Cousins from the gun. Throws left side. Caught TJ Hawkinson. He fights for extra yards, and he'll get a 1st down. So a different Kirk Cousins here in the 2nd quarter. And if you're Kevin O'Connell, you love that. Cousins from the gun. Quick throw middle. Caught JJ. Just trying to go down. They'll take it. They're going to take their final timeout. And now Minnesota, what do you do? What do you do here if you're Minnesota? We're going to find out. Cousins from the I formation. Play action, throws back in the end zone for Thielen. Taps his feet, touchdown Adam Thielen. His 11th of the season. And he's going to let you hear about it. A boom! Adam Thielen spikes the ball. We're going to take a look at this, as will the replay officials. Cousins fires back in the end zone. 1-2. Yeah, he tapped. And it has been confirmed this to make it a 3-point game in the swing of Minnesota Vikings. Kick is away, angles to the left, but for all intents and purposes, it is good. So the Minnesota Vikings, who were once down double digits, have now gotten a lead here prior to the second half. All to the help of Trayvon Diggs' 2 picks and Jalen Johnson's pick 6. And then Kirk Cousins throwing a trio of interception, three touchdowns rather. And Minnesota's got the lead. Heineke throws it. It'll be out of bounds. And Trayvon Diggs will signal incomplete. He loves doing that. I'll tell you about that. I had him on my podcast prior to the season. He loves it. So here we go. It's a give to Gibson. It's a give to Gibson. Gibby to Gibby. Gibby is... Never mind. So here we go. This should, for all intents and purposes, be the end of the half, and it is. They will not get a playoff. So Minnesota, down double digits going into the second quarter. Now lead coming out of the first half. Oh, goodness. 34-31. They get the ball back at the end of the break. But first, like we normally do, take a look around the NFL. Chicago battling with Miami. They're tied here at the 38-second mark. Tua with a touchdown and a pick in that one. 10-10. Bears taking care of business last week, trying to get out of the basement of our division. And in hot Atlanta, the Chargers are down by 10 just going into the half here. Mariota with a pick, touchdown rather, and Herbert with a pick in that one. Let's go further north, and Green Bay and Detroit, a NFC North clash. We're all tied up here going into the half. Jared Goff 2 touchdowns, Aaron Rodgers 157, and Cole Beasley, who has just signed, making an impact there. And hello and welcome back into the booth. Randy Replay here for your halftime stats. Kirk Cousins 104 excuse me, 104 QB rating. He was 30 of 40. That's 75% completion percentage for those of you that didn't know how to do math or simply didn't look over here. 339 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. Rushing for Dalvin Cook, 11 carries, 14 yards. Cordero Patterson 2 for 7. JJ 1 for no yards off that pesky end around. Receiving, Adam Thielen 8 catches, 93 yards and a touchdown. JJ 7 for 101. And KJ 6 for 55 and a touchdown. Cordero Patterson 4 for 51. TJ 2 for 12. Nobody cares about blocking. Going to go to defense. Look at the tackle leaders. It's Jalen Johnson with 6, Cam Bynum, Carlton Davis, and Jordan Hicks each with 4. First half sacks, we had 2, DJ Wanham and Zadarius, and 3. Count them. 3 first half interceptions by your Minnesota Vikings. Trayvon Diggs had 2. Jalen Johnson, had 1. One pass deflection. By Jalen Johnson. No forced fumbles, no fumble recoveries, no block kicks, no safeties, and a pick 6 for Jalen Johnson. Keys to victory, you got to get Dalvin cooking. It keeps the clock moving, and he's one of the best running backs in the NFL today. You got to get him moving. 11 carries through the first half. We want to see that doubled here, get him about 20. So he gets that magic number of about 30, and you'll win this game. Second half. Next, and out the field goal unit, 49-yarder for Greg Joseph, middle of the field. He's done this many times this season. Snap spot kick. Angles middle, and it's good. 36-31. The dirty jerseys of the Minnesota Vikings here. And as long as you have a good drive defensively, you get the ball back, you should be just peachy for Gibson. Heineke. Snap, throws right, picked off Taylor Rapp. Taylor Rapp will wave goodbye to the defense, and that's the second pick 6. And Taylor Rapp will drink the tea and take a bow. Taylor Rapp came by way of trade from Los Angeles, and he's been nothing but a big contributor. He bobbles it a bit, but he will get his first pick in purple, and it goes for 6. So Minnesota kind of pouring it on now. Kirk Cousins not having to touch the field there. He loves that. That is the second time this happened today, just to make it 44-31. Snap spot kick. Angles to the right a bit, but it is, for all intents and purposes, good. Taylor Rapp getting some love from Daniil Hunter and DJ Wanham. Sitting next to Dalvin Tomlinson. And Taylor Rapp. We got him for another 2 years. Hopefully that will be a look into the future of the Minnesota Vikings. There's a big kick. A rare return here. A lot of return kicks. The wind is not a fan of the Vikings. And now a return for a touchdown pending any weirdness. Yes. Minnesota gives up a touchdown on the very next play. J.D. McKissick will take it for a touchdown. No flags on the field. Oh boy. And take it to the house he did. The first time that's happened against Greg Joseph this season. Snap spot kick, extra point. It angles to the right a bit, but it is good. Adam Thielen, man in motion, left to right. It is a give to Dalvin. Sheds a tackle. Gets out of another one and carries this down to the 14. And this is when Dalvin is at his dangerous here in the later stages of the game, because you really haven't used him that much. My heavens. What a run for Dalvin. So Cousins out of the shotgun now. Snap. Throws. Caught. Tries to get a man loose. He'll get a yard. That's about it. Oh boy. Cousins from the gun. Gets the snap. Short throw. Caught. Cordero Patterson. He'll get up near the first down marker. It's 3rd and 1 again. And we've been here before, haven't we? Seems like we were just here not too long ago. 3rd and 1. Cousins turns, gives to Cook. Cook wrangles it in for the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. And he's bringing over Adam Thielen. They're having a slap off. So Cousins gives to Cook, 14 yards out. Touchdown, Vikings. A good blocking there by Thielen. On Saint-Just. On Saint-Just. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Sorry, bud. And Greg Joseph will be on to kick the extra point, 51-38. This should be your score. Kick is away. It's good. 51-38. 2:54 left to go here in the third. So a statement game after a very, very good game against the Cardinals. Greg Joseph, kick is away. All turnovers aside, Minnesota's been playing just how they should. And a fumble! Fumble on the ensuing kickoff. It's Kenny Wilkes causing the fumble. CJ Ham will collect it. We will check it, but I do believe he was down. No, he was not down when he lost that ball. The ball was coming out as he was going to the ground, so Kirk Cousins will come out for another stanza. And another drive. It has been confirmed a fumble on the field. Minnesota gets the ball back. 2:50 left to go here in the third. Kirk Cousins. Play action. Throws right side for Thielen. Brought down by his face mask. No flag. He gets the catch, though. My heavens, what an athlete. Let's take a peek. Cousins feet set throws. That's what you want to do. Okay, not the face mask. It looked worse in real time. I mean, the energy has just been sucked out of this building. No fans have left yet. They're pretty faithful here. Cousins turns, gives to Cook. Cook again will dive. He may have got tripped up by the lineman there. I don't know what that was all about, but either way, he trips, dives ahead, tries to get something. And here we go. 2nd and 5 from the 5. Cousins turns, gives to Cook. You know what that is. He gets nothing. And Minnesota will face another 3rd down. 3rd and 5. They can get a first down if they get it within that little sliver of the goal line. Cousins, snap corralled. Cousins walks into the end zone himself. Kirk Cousins slides. He rows the boat. Ski-U-Mah, Skull Vikings, go Gophers. Row the boat, Ski-U-Mah, Skull Vikings, go Twins, rather. And that's a nod to Minnesota sports. As Kirk Cousins sees nothing. Adam Thielen was open, but he was not turned around by the time Kirk Cousins decided to run it into the end zone himself. My heavens. So for those of you that don't know, the roll the boat is I don't think it started in Minnesota for the Gophers, but Ski-U-Mah was a Gophers thing. Skull Vikings, obviously, and then go Twins for the Minnesota sports connection to PJ Fleck. The kick is good. 58-38, 20-point lead going into the fourth quarter. Kirk Cousins, 5 yards out, will score the touchdown. So that is why they do the roll the boat. Kind of a nod to the Minnesota Vikings Gopher football team, which ironically they're playing that team's colors, maroon and gold. So that's pretty interesting. The ensuing kickoff, big tackle by Kenny Wilkes, who forced a fumble on the last kickoff, will not have such luck. And going into the fourth quarter, 20-point lead, you got to feel good about this, especially if you're on this defense. Oh boy. Heineke from the single back set. That will be the tight end man in motion. I do believe that is Charleston Davis. And it's Thomas. I'm just kidding. So they are going to go for it. Going under center now is Washington. Snap. Looks, throws, batted away, incomplete. That will be a turnover on downs intended for Scary Terry. I do believe Carlton Davis was on. Nope, that's Jalen Johnson on the coverage. What a player here today. Has a pick six and a pass defensed. That was possible. TJ Hawkinson will record his fourth catch, 37 yards. McCain on the tackle, and I formation here for the Vikings. Dalvin Cook gets the golden trail into the end zone for his second touchdown of the day and second of the second half. CJ Ham throwing that. Well, he really didn't even touch anybody. I thought he did, and McKissick is pissed. The coach is upset. Not Kevin O'Connell. He's riding high here, about to be 5-4, and the kick is good. More. Heineke from the gun gets the snap. Looks. Throws. Picked off. Picked off Cam Bynum. He missed out on one earlier, but he gets his first pick of the season here today. Jumping out of bounds, taps his right foot. 1-2. It's in. 1 and 2. Right foot drug, and my heavens. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Anthony Gordon will come out here. We're seeing Gordon come out here in the fourth quarter. It's a run. Dalvin left side, and the hole closed pretty quick. No gain. They'll fake like they're playing off, but they'll come back. Heineke throws, picked off. Trayvon Diggs, his third of the game. Trayvon Diggs, another interception. And Taylor Heineke has lost all of his confidence. Maybe he should go to the pharmacy and get it back. This, of course, sponsored by, oh my goodness, Trayvon Diggs with a acrobatic pick. He's the master of theatrical interceptions. We've seen many diving interceptions from him this season. That one was a 360. Too bad it didn't come last week against Kyler Call of Duty Murray. No scope coming out. CJ Ham will motion to the right. He gives us to Dalvin, who had blocking in the beginning, but it kind of folded. He'll get 2 yards here. 73 on the day. They'll move CJ Hammond is a double motion. They can't motion anybody else. Tries to get him to jump. Not going to work. It's a run to Dalvin. Dalvin will get in for his third touchdown of the day. So if you have Dalvin Cook on your fantasy team, you're having a hell of a day. So are the Minnesota Vikings, now scoring a season high 71 points here in this one. I mean, you could say running up the score, but I mean, it's up to the Commanders to stop them here. Snap spot kick. Greg Joseph angles left, but it's good. I think any weirdness will walk away and climb to 5-4 on the season. Excuse me. Gets the snap. Does Heineke. He's looking. Uncorks it, but it is intercepted. Jalen Johnson, his second pick of the day. And boos will rain down. Jalen Johnson will bring it out of bounds, and we have... What's he doing? Drinking the tea and taking a bow. Jalen Johnson got a pick, and it's all thanks to Harrison Phillips, who forced this terrible throw. Not that Taylor Heineke is throwing bad balls the rest of the way today. And he will undercut Scary Terry, who takes a shot. And here we go. Ty Chandler will check in for this final drive. Fan favorite. Ooh, he'll get wrapped up. No gain. So his first taste of NFL action outside of the preseason goes for a no gain. Alex Anthony Gordon, he'll give it to Ty Chandler again, who will almost get a first down. That'll bring up 3rd and 1 now. So 3rd and 1. 9-yard gainer. 30 seconds left. This should be the last play of the game. Ty Chandler not going to get it. He will not get it, but it won't matter. Minnesota will climb to victory. They can just wear out the clock. We'll get you into the booth for the post-game stats. We'll get you back to the main screen where we will preview next week's game against the Buffalo Bills. That's going to be a big test. 5-4-3 2-1 victory. It's good that you're stacking wins against these sub 500 teams, but you face a Buffalo Bills team next week. That will be a test for this team, both offensively and defensively. Here from Washington, Minnesota Vikings win it 72-38. As always, we will get you into the booth here, and I will rattle off the stats. Randy Replay out of COVID isolation. And Vikings will pick up a win, his first game back in live studio action. Well, broadcast booth action, I guess. So it was an uphill battle through the first half. Minnesota, at one point, if you believe it, was down double digits. Found a way to come back. And Taylor Heineke takes one last look at the fans who have not yet left. They're pretty faithful here. And we'll get you these player stats, get you back to the main screen, get you ready for next week. Kirk Cousins, 105.6 for the game. He was 45 of 57. 493 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. Alex Anthony Gordon came in relief. He went 2 for 2, 21 yards. Not a hard day of work there. I said you had to get Dalvin Cook around 30 carries in the second half, and that is exactly what this team did. 31 carries, 91 yards, just shy of his 111 game average. But he got 3 touchdowns. You can't argue with that. Cordero Patterson, 3 for 9. Ty Chandler, 3 for 9. And Kirk Cousins toted the ball twice, scoring a touchdown there in the later rounds of this boxing match. But went the way of the Vikings. Adam Thielen, 18 catches for 214 yards. His first time breaking that mark, the 200-yard mark, and catching his 11th touchdown of the year. Justin Jefferson, 8 for 110. No gritties seen today. Kind of weird, but it is what it is. Cordero Patterson, 6 catches, 60 yards. KJ Osborne, 6 catches, 55 yards and a touch. TJ Hawkinson, 4 for 37. CJ Ham, 2 for 11. Dalvin Cook, 2 for 12. And then Johnny Munt there. When this team was rattling off these points, Johnny Munt got in the scoring column. 1 catch, 15 yards, no touch, 1 touchdown rather. Nobody cares about blocking. Gonna go to defense, look at total tackles, and the Minnesota Vikings have 2 tacklers at 8. That is Javon Holland and team leading, and I do believe this puts him near the top of the NFL. Jordan Hicks with 8. Coming off of a 20 tackle game against the Cardinals. He's all over the ball, and he is playing in relief of Eric Hendricks very, very well. Jalen Johnson had 7. Carlton Davis had 6. Cam Bynum had 5. Tomlinson, Dye, Wanham, and Wilkes had 3. Of course, Kenny Wilkes had that kickoff fumble forced. Then we got Zadarius Smith, Daniil Hunter, Trayvon Diggs, Taylor Rapp with 2. Bradbury, Asamoah, Jelani Woods apparently getting a tackle. Colin Johnson was out there to get a tackle. I don't know. Greg John. Just move along. Daniil Hunter, 2 tackles for loss. DJ Wanham and Zadarius Smith each had 1 as well. For the sacks, DJ Wanham and Zadarius each with 1. And not to toot our own horns here, but we definitely took care of the Washington Commanders in the take give. We are plus 4. I think we were plus 4 in the take give here today. 3 interceptions by Trayvon Diggs now leads the NFL, and it's not even close. I do believe this will be his 8th, 9th, and 10th picks of the season. Of course, we will fact check that like we normally do. Jalen Johnson, 2 picks in this one, including the bad throw at the end of the game. Taylor Rapp with 1, his first pick in purple, and then Cam Bynum, the 3rd string free safety on this team, with a interception. Oh boy. So the starters obviously leaving there in the second half, and he will make good of his opportunity is Cam Bynum. Pass deflections rather. Jalen Johnson had 3. Taylor Rapp and Cameron Bynum each had 1. 1 forced fumble by Kenny Wilkes recovered. It was recovered by CJ Ham, I do believe. They're not going to give him credit. I don't know why. But Kenny Wilkes forces a fumble. No block kicks, no safeties, and 2 defensive touchdowns. Pick 6 for Taylor Rapp and a pick 6 for Jalen Johnson. Easy day for Greg Joseph. Had 3 kicks from 49 is the longest. 3 for 3 rather on kicks, 49 long, and then 9 for 9 on extra points. Ryan Wright, 3 punts, 132, netting 116, one of them going inside the 20. We don't really care about kick returns, but we do care that you know this. This has been a presentation of the NFL on the SSN. Any rebroadcast, redistribution, or reusage of this broadcast is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of the NFL, the SSN, or any of its subsidiaries. This has been Randy Replay. I will get you to the main screen. We'll preview Buffalo and then get your booty out of here. Minnesota gets a big win and goes above 500 on the season, 72-38. We'll see you in just a minute. Excuse me. Must have been this bad soda. Welcome back to the main screen. Excuse me again. Randy Replay back. We do have an injury to report. We're expecting it's going to be Jonah Williams who left the game, and it is. He will be out 4 weeks with broken ribs. And the injuries just keep piling up. Of course, JJ was out for 5 or 6 weeks. We got him back, but my goodness. Now we lose starting right tackle Jonah Williams for 4 weeks. That'll put him out just shy of week 13. Week 14, rather. He will be able to come back week 13, depending on what the team wants to do. So there you go. Oh, my heavens. Whew. Big loss on the right tackle. Despite that, Minnesota Vikings 5-3 on the year. #1 in the NFC North. And we get to preview Buffalo, who come in this week tied with Minnesota's record 5-3. So 2 5-3 teams going at it. Stephon Diggs going against his former team. You got the whole Minneapolis Miracle. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, the Bears and Packers have lost. The Lions were on a bye, I do believe. But the Bears and Packers have both lost, and they're at the basement of the division. So now our only threat is the Detroit Lions. Here, 1 game back from us in the NFC North. Look at the slate of games for this week. We got some good ones. San Francisco 3-5, looking to come out of the losing record column. They're rattling off wins. They just had their bye week. They're going to go up against the 6-2 Los Angeles Chargers of Anaheim. Minnesota, of course, takes on Buffalo. Kansas City will take on Jacksonville, so that could be a toss-up game, but they did just lose to the Bears, giving them their 2nd win of the season. Speaking of which, Detroit and Chicago will do battle, and then the Ravens looks like the Ravens look like they have a week off. So, the 3 teams that we follow, 4 teams rather, the Vikings will play, the 49ers will play, and the Chiefs will play this week. Another game to mention, looks like the Packers have a game against Dallas in Green Bay, so that'll be interesting. Looking ahead, as you can see on the top portion of your screen, we face the Dallas Cowboys there week 11 after we play the Bills, of course, and then Thanksgiving night, week number 12 at home against the Patriots, and then of course we have the Jets at home as well. So after this game, if we can rattle off a win against Buffalo, we got 3 at home against decent teams. I do believe we will win the Cowboys game if we can rattle off 2 of those 3, as I do believe the Cowboys will be the strongest opponent of those 3, obviously, but if we can beat them and rattle off 3 wins here, 4 wins in the next week, we give ourselves 9-3 record going into the last little stretch of the year, and you gotta love those odds. This has been Randy Replay. Once again, your Minnesota Vikings victorious at FedEx Field 72-38 in a really big statement game that needed to happen. This team has been so up and down. It's good to rattle off 2 wins in a row on either side of the coin. Either way you look at it, it's always good to stack wins. I mean, if we can rattle off 5 of 5 after the bye week, let's go. This has been Randy Replay. I will see you in the next one.